And Moses had he was filled with miracles. Tons of them.
Loved them.
Everywhere.
Just spraying them on all the poor people. You've seen this before.
I have, but I need to remind myself now.
It's strange how weird it is to see you without glasses now, considering you haven't worn them for that long.
When I see my face without them now, I'm like, this is weird. Yeah, you do kind of suit them, yeah. I think it's the whole hat, beard, glasses. It's a classic look.
Yeah.
It works.
It's a classic 2000s look.
It's a tried and tested. You know, you just need a lumberjack shirt.
Yeah.
You're good to go then.
Yeah, I have got one of those. I bought one recently, didn't I? It is like I'm trying to do a tribute act of myself in
Red
the
Wings, baggy jeans.
What are Red Wings?
Like biker boots.
Biker boots?
Yeah, like...
It's not a strong prescription, that, is it?
No, not at all.
My eyes just fully adapted straight away.
There you go.
But if I put Deb's ones on 2-3 seconds, it just goes back to being good vision again.
Probably got good sight. But it doesn't mean you don't need glasses, because even if you've got good sight, you might still be straining your eyes by the sounds of what you're saying about tattooing all day like this, and then at the end of it, your eyes are tired. I think that's what it is. Your eyes are probably tired. You probably need a prescription.
I feel tired in my whole self from it. Not like you were saying, not a headache or anything. Nothing like that.
Yeah, that's just normal anyway.
Just
like... You do have a demanding job.
Don't look it.
Don't look it.
Don't look close to it.
The amount of people that don't think we work hard is ridiculous. Because I get that a lot. Like, but my job's this laborious. And I'm like, yeah, but I should listen to someone shit for 7 hours.
And sometimes it is a labourer talking.
Yeah. Honestly, that is the worst. It's the best and worst part of this job, genuinely. Whenever people ask me, what's the worst part of this job? The first thing I think of is bad customers. Because sometimes you get a customer who just talks shit the whole time.
Yeah.
And it becomes laborious. Where you're just like, shut the fuck up. Jesus. And sometimes someone talks all day and it's really nice. And it's fluid and everything goes smoothly.
But that's just a thing with...
It's a human thing.
It's people being able to connect with others.
Yeah. I meet people on trains sometimes and I talk to them for half an hour. It's very rare. But I talk to them for like half an hour and have a good chat with them. And I meet people on trains sometimes and they start talking and I just get up and move because I don't want to be near them.
Man, there was a guy, I went out for a dog walk, and you know how you always do the morning, because you have dogs, you have to say hello to the other people that have dogs.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. Well, I bumped into this guy, said morning, and then he extended it further, which I didn't expect. He was like, how's it going? And I was like, I'm not used to this second line, mate.
Yeah.
We don't normally do that. Ended up just standing and chatting to him for like 20 minutes or so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it nice?
Really nice. Sound guy. Just one of those ones where it just sort of clicked straight away. It was like super comfortable immediately. Just easy. He was like, do you want me to, I'll add you on Facebook. Did that. I don't go on Facebook though, so he might have messaged me. I don't look at him. I bumped into him again because he walks. It's not that much of a surprise. We both walk our dogs in a very similar place, so it's going to happen
at the same time.
Yeah. Bumped into him again. And he remembered my name and everything.
Did he ask you why you haven't accepted a Facebook request?
No, it didn't come up. He just said, we should definitely meet up sometime. And I went, yeah, we should, yeah. And then just carried on with our days, and that was months ago. And I'm happy with...
What did you talk about?
Tattooing came up. But like in quite a nice way, like in a gentle way. Not like, you do tattoos, mate. It was like in a nicer way. And he was saying like he'd moved to the area from down south, which helped. Because straight away I was like, we are one of the same.
Do you think this is someone you would hang out with?
I've got enough friends.
Maxed out.
I honestly see it like that sometimes.
Yes.
But man, you'd be really cool, but I'm pretty full up. Like, I don't have a lot of time for the people that are already in my life.
Yeah. I like having lots of acquaintance friends at a distance.
That's what it's more like.
Yeah.
But then people confuse that and like, you got loads of friends. Like, yeah, but I don't talk to all of them about everything.
Yeah.
Like, there's only a handful of people that are in like a tighter circle.
Yeah. So.
But I know loads of people.
Yeah. I know fucking loads of people, especially from this job.
Yeah.
Guesting, conventions, I have loads of friends.
Yeah.
Who I would call friends, but then like my genuine friends are probably on one hand.
The difference of being like, say you went through a breakup, would you phone them?
No.
It's like that level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who are your like crisis friends versus who are your just friends?
I thought you were like asking me then. I was like, Jesus.
No. List all
trying
the people.
Trying to see if you made the cut.
Just make conventions really awkward for you from here on.
So all those people, none of them.
Yeah.
Fuck all those people.
Yeah, just go list them all off. I don't like most of these people. Yeah, like that.
That's what I thought you were doing. I was like,
No, I just meant that there's like different levels of friends. I think the people don't think that we have a hard job because, and this is the same through all creative avenues, I think, that nearly all the work is hidden. Almost all of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So like if you hear a song on the radio, or I don't listen to the radio, but if you hear a song and you go, oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's cool. Like you heard 3 minutes of something that they've made, but that could have taken weeks to get to. Yeah. Like, well, I mean, like just for that song, but years of like practicing. Yeah, well,
that's what I was meaning. Yeah.
It's all hidden.
Like
you
the
just see
creative
the
process.
finished.
Like songs can take years to make, as in you might start writing a song, put it down. You might write 10 more songs in between, but then you might pick that song up. It's the same with drawings. I have that sometimes where I'll start a drawing and I won't pick it up for months. And I'll pick it back up and go, oh yeah, I want to finish that.
I like going through my flashbook and stuff as well, and then go like looking at what's dated, and then go. I'm just going to redraw that same concept, use that like lower the opacity, and just use it roughly, and then
I do the same.
Update everything.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think that's the same with all creative avenues.
Yeah.
It's just shit tons of it's hidden, even in just making the one thing, let alone like making loads. Like making a film or something, you see the finished product, and then people go, "Nah, that's shit." And it's like, fucking loads of work went into that.
Do you know what I always say to Rasheen, like, do you know what makes me really sad? When you go in like a supermarket and they've got a bargain bin of DVDs, and there'll be like amazing films in there for £1. And obviously that's like, yeah, it's great. But then I say to Rasheen, like, how mad is it that that film is like some people's life?
Yeah.
As in, that is their legacy. That's the one thing where they go, oh, I edited something in that film. That was great. Best thing I ever did. And it's in a bargain bin for £1.
And that person probably is going to walk past it at some point.
That's what I mean. That's what I do. I put myself in the position of all the people involved in that. Because, like, movies, for example, like I can't remember what was in this bargain bin, but let's just say, because I remember I've seen many where it's been like things like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Epic, mad sagas. Let's pretend it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we'll go with that, yeah.
It's probably in a bargain bin somewhere for £1.
I'd imagine so.
If you go to CEX, it's probably £1.
It's overpriced at that as well.
Yeah. Fuck you. That's one of them.
Your brother is just sat furious right now.
But the cast list on as like the entire crew is fucking ginormous.
Yeah. And it's all-star as well.
Yeah. And like obviously the cast, they're all actors in their own rights. Most of them, that's their film. As in, you know, Elijah Wood ain't done much else since. You know, Orlando Bloom has. You know, Viggo Mortensen, he's done some moody dramas, but that's probably still what he'll be known for when he dies.
Pirates of the Caribbean's pretty big for Orlando Bloom too, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's went on to do bigger things that...
He's got other sagas.
I think he'd be remembered more for Pirates of the Caribbean than Lord of the Rings, in all honesty. But then, this is what I'm saying, a lot of the actors, you know, most of the fucking hobbits, I can't remember his fucking name. There's Dominic. I can't remember what Samwise's fucking actor's name is. Sean Bean, he's probably one that will be remembered for something else.
He'll be remembered for saying bastard really well.
Yeah, dying.
And just every time he's in anything, he just says bastard a lot.
He dies in most things he's in.
Oh, does he?
That's why I said that, yeah. If you go on YouTube, there's a compilation of every Sean Bean death.
I'm trying to think of stuff that I've seen.
And it's like vast.
GoldenEye. Game of Thrones.
Dies in that. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's pretty early on.
He dies in everything.
Just loves it.
Yeah, he's just... But if you go on YouTube, there's a compilation. I'm not joking. It's about... Because his filmography as well is vast, as in...
Yeah.
He has done a lot of low-budget films at the start, and just he's always grinding. He seems like a grafter. I think he's definitely got over 100, maybe 200 films under his belt. But he's died in about half of them.
I definitely haven't seen 10% of them.
There's loads of stuff you've been...
Yorkshire Tea advert?
Yep. Finest work.
Do it for you. I can't do a Yorkshire accent. I've been here 12 years and I can't do a Yorkshire accent.
Neither can I, so don't put me on the spot. I'm not going to be able to do one. But yeah, so obviously, like the A-list celebrities that have done it, most of them will be remembered for that and whatnot. But like Ian McKellen, he's going to go. He's done bigger, better things. Blah blah blah. But a lot of that crew, you know, fucking makeup artists and stuff like that, that's going to be their pinnacle work.
Yeah,
that's going to be the thing where they're going to be like, I was a name on that cast list, like, and that's what I'm going to be remembered for. And it's £1. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it is sad
to filter all those people's efforts down to that is just like, it's crazy.
Oh, the worst one for me is when you see the bargain bins of books, because when you see a book and it's got like the person who wrote it, like their autobiography or whatever, their autobiography is the worst one to see in there, because like they probably wrote that on their own, or one of two people, like they had a writer and then themselves. And you think, man, someone's written about their life, poured out their guts so that people can read it, and now it's in a bargain bin. It's kind of sad.
But I suppose, like, the way to look at it is, it's different to a one-off. That's probably the way you need to analyse that. In that.
They didn't get released into the bargain bin. That's the thing as well. That's just squeezing the last few pounds out of it.
Yeah.
They've already made millions and millions off of some of this stuff.
That's what I'm saying, is like a book deal is millions of units. A film, obviously, like millions of DVDs, millions of ticket sales that are all low price, but they add up to fucking billions.
Oh, they would have got all their money anyway, because even if it's in a bargain bin, the company that put it in their bargain bin would have bought it at the same cost as every other one they sold. They're just not making as much profit on the one that's in the bargain bin, or making a loss on it. God, I'm so confused. That was a lot of words just then. Fuck. Yeah, if you're a company you're buying a million units at X price, it doesn't matter whether you sold them at 15 quid or £1. You still bought them at the same amount. So the person that is in the bin, bargain bin, they got their money regardless of where it's being sold in that shop.
Well, you can apply that to the crew of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, yeah.
They've been paid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The value of that DVD doesn't negate how much they got paid for the job they did. They probably got paid pretty fucking well for it, I imagine, as well. But it's more seeing your work, you know, in a bargain bin.
Yeah.
I feel like no matter how much you got paid, that's still soul destroying.
I'd probably want to buy them all just so I could throw them in the bin rather than seeing them in there.
Yeah. That's kind of petty.
If I walk past it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of these people probably aren't walking past bargain bins and having a route through them.
True. Yeah, but this is in Asda.
Yeah. People do need to eat.
That's what I'm saying. Bargain bins are everywhere. All over. So you'll see one at some point.
Yeah. Especially like if you're not the lead in the film. Like, it's the people that are on the background jobs aren't getting paid nearly as much. Probably a nice payment, but not nearly as much.
Not at all. Not even close. I love how...
What I mean is they're still shopping at Asda. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not getting... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. But that would destroy my soul.
You got to make something that's going to make it onto a regular shelf first before it makes it to a bargain bin, though.
That's true.
So it's obviously worthy of being there at some point. It's just time.
Which is why I think these people would say, like, that's my legacy.
Yeah.
I was on the shelf of Asda once. And now I'm in the bin.
That's the headline. I was on the shelf of Asda once in Lord of the Rings. But they'd be... Honestly, I think that would be the bit you'd probably be pretty stoked on. Like, going past billboards with your face on, or going past, like, books or DVDs with your face on and stuff. I think that would be pretty exciting to see that in a shop.
Would that do anything? Yeah, I think it probably would, actually. I enjoyed having my Brighton Convention banner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I was thinking, like, would I get a thrill out of that, really? And I'm like, yeah, I think I would, actually, yeah.
Did you take a picture with it?
Yep. Topless as well.
You did do it, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I got topless, yeah.
Got the puppies out.
Yeah. In the street.
Out of context for anyone that, like, wasn't tattooed and doesn't get tattooed. Like, why is he on that? And then why is he stood next to it, reposing for it?
Nah, surely I think even a normal person would understand.
A normal person?
One of these normies.
There should be a name for people who aren't tattooed.
Ooh. And we should make it right now. What should we call them?
Well, we could go down the Ink Master route, the one that I really hate when they call people canvases. I hate that so much.
Blank canvases.
Yeah, call them blank canvases.
That does sound kind of good, though.
But it also makes me want to vomit.
I don't like the canvas thing, but I like blank. Blanks. Just call them blanks.
Oh, blanks is good.
Fucking blanks.
And then when you go in places, you could be like, oh, it was blankety blank in there.
Covered in blanks.
Yeah. Just filled with blanks. It does sound like you're cutting out a slur that you shouldn't be saying.
It does, yeah. Like you're censoring
Fucking
yourself.
hell, look at all these fucking blanks.
I just imagine you be sat somewhere saying that and everyone's like, Jesus Christ, what do they mean?
Well, that's for them to make up in their own head.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
guess.
They can't, we've put this on record now, that's what we mean. So,
What other things can you call them other than blanks? The unpenetrated. No, I don't.
I'm trying to think like uninked. That sounds terrible.
Oh, what about like if they were like tattoo virgins, you could call them Marys. There's a bunch of Marys in there.
Marys.
That is kind of like a Boston thing, though, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. They'd go, oh, stop being a fucking Mary. It'd be like instead of calling someone like a pussy or not being able to do something well, I think it'd be like, you fucking Mary.
How about just the clean people? Cleanies.
Because that makes them sound better.
Yeah, I like blanks more.
Yeah, it does
We
sound like
want
an
them to sound below us. They have to be under us.
It's because Mary was a virgin, that's what I was thinking. She definitely got
I knew where you were going with it.
definitely got fucked by someone, but
She definitely did.
and it
Mary
wasn't
was
Joseph.
not a virgin.
No. Not even a little bit. You don't get pregnant being a virgin.
That's why it was a miracle.
The first one. Before then, the word miracle wasn't even invented. And they went, bloody miracle, wasn't it? Everyone's like, what? What's a miracle?
There was tons of miracles before Mary.
So I sat on a toilet seat and someone had obviously come on it within the last 15 minutes before I
Was
sat
he
on
using the word come back then?
it. And Jesus said, come to me. They were
Not like that! Hey! If you want Jesus, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
just said Jesus and then Jesus in the other way.
What did they say instead of Jesus Christ before there was Jesus Christ?
Damn, probably. Ah, damn.
But that's a biblical word as well, isn't it?
Exactly, so they probably used it. You do... I feel like, because you just said the first miracle, you do know there's a whole half of the Bible before Jesus, right?
Yeah.
There's the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament is all pre-Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
It's a fucking chunk. And there's bare miracles in there. Tons. I'm not going to go out and say that this is right, but I think Noah was before Jesus. I think.
Well, yeah, I'd say so.
I think it is.
I'd guess so.
Is Moses? Yeah, Moses. I think Moses is. I think Moses is. 'Cause that's why because Judaism is from Moses, right?
Yeah, because Judaism is the Old Testament, isn't it? It's everything up to Jesus.
There you go. And Moses had he was filled with miracles. Tons of them.
Loved them.
Everywhere.
Just spraying them on all the poor people.
Yep.
Just all about that miracle
He separated some cum or something. I don't know.
Made some grass
There's
grow.
a burning dick. Some stuff like that.
Pretty sure that's what it was, wasn't it?
Burning dick, cum. Did he have gonorrhea?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Did they have STIs then?
Absolutely.
I know.
I thought it was a genuine question.
They had everything we have now, pretty much.
They might not have.
Well, they didn't have, like, Sky.
What if they don't? What?
They didn't have broadband.
Why is that the first thing you thought? They did have Sky.
They're on dial-up still.
What was I going to say? Yeah, what if they invented some?
Broadband?
Sex transitions.
Sex transitions?
No, not that. Sexually transmitted diseases. Fuck me, my brain had to work hard just then. Yeah, what if they invented some? They might have.
They just went, I know what I'm going to do today. Just going to make gonorrhea.
Because, surely there's because of how they're transmitted, nobody's born with them. Or are they?
You could already be born with them if your mother had them, right? So if your mum has chlamydia.
But what I'm saying is no one's born with it. No one's born with an STI.
No.
So at some point,
it's sexually transmitted.
Someone's got it from something. Somehow. So you asking, did they have STIs back then? Don't know. They probably Google it. They probably tell us.
The only way to be born with one is if, like, the baby's mouth was perfectly aligned with the hole that the penis goes in, and then just into the baby.
What? You're on about performing oral sex on a preborn baby through a vagina?
Yeah. It's out there.
It's pretty out there.
Yeah. And in there at the same time.
You're doing it as a sack that you have to get through as well.
Yeah, and a sack that has to get out of too.
What?
That's where cum comes from. It comes from your balls.
Jesus Christ.
Which are held within a sack.
That is true. That is true. Scientific facts. I'm still on this train. I wonder where the first STIs came from. Because that's what I'm saying. There's a patient A. There has to be.
There has to be, yeah. There has to be.
Do you think someone was born with one? Like just a freak kind of thing?
I thought it was like a
people are born with like mad shit. Do you know what I mean? Like
if it's a do they say STI now or STD? There's one way that it is now that it wasn't. I think it's STI now rather than
D's
disease.
Disease and I's infection. So surely it's not just different categories. Because a disease is something you can't get rid of, and infection is just obviously so surely
an infection is something that would come from outer, isn't it?
Like chlamydia would be an STI because it's an infection that you can get rid of with a tablet.
Which is a separate, tiny little. I don't know what the term for it is. Not microorganism. Could be. Don't know. But it's a tiny bug of bacteria-y, ugly shit. That its only job is to do that to humans. That's its only job. It's a fucking shit job, isn't it?
It's pretty shit.
Just hangs out on dicks, making them itchy.
Maybe that's how you'll be in the next life.
Yeah, maybe.
So the end of someone's dick, making them itchy.
Yeah. Just being a pain in the ass, always.
Literally. You got chlamydia in your bum?
I don't know. You can try. Do you want chlamydia in your bum?
Just curious. I don't know much about STIs.
Nor do I.
You ever had one?
No, I've been checked for them, though.
Oh, I have as well.
Had a chlamydia check.
Have you had the umbrella?
Yeah. Yeah. That's gone now. They don't do that anymore.
Fuck off.
That's changed.
Why did we have to do it then?
I think it was a practical joke at some point. Mine had like a little duck's head on the end of the umbrella. They were just properly, like they'd just come in from a storm.
What?
When I picture an umbrella, I picture it with a duck's head on the end.
Oh, the joke was about umbrellas.
It's about it being a full-size umbrella.
Right.
I'm joking. It was just the one that goes on top of a cocktail. That's still massive, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is when the people.
Several people as well.
I'm not good at talking today. When the nurses, fuck me, there we go. When the nurses hold the thing that they're going to put down your dick, it doesn't look like an umbrella.
No.
Did yours tell you what they... Was yours a woman, by the way?
Yeah.
Mine was a woman.
It wasn't just one. There were several people in there.
What?
There was more than one person in there.
Why?
I don't know, because I wanted to see the world's smallest penis, because I promise you, it's never been smaller than before I went in there.
Yes.
I was sat in the waiting room next to the other men, they were just doing this, just rubbing it a bit.
Oh, you have to fluff it up.
Warm it up a little bit. Just blow some warm air on it a little bit. Just try and biff it up a little.
The second you get it out, it's like... Beep.
Yeah, it just goes, bye! Just gone.
Because it knows what's coming.
Then umbrellas coming.
Yeah. But so, this is what I was going to say is, when I had it, did yours explain anything prior?
I don't remember it that well. I just remember the sensation of something going inside my penis.
Oh, so mine, she said, like, go piss in this cup, come back in, And she said, I'm just going to put this down your end, and then pull it out.
She probably did say that.
And we'll send it off. And that's all she said. And then she like grabbed my dick, and then was like, I think she said something same as with the needle. They always go like sharp, quick, sharp, pip, boop, boop, boop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was just kind of laid there like, well, this will be all right. It's just a cotton wool. It's not going to hurt that much. And then she did it, and obviously going in, it's uncomfortable. Coming out, it's hell on earth.
Mm.
And when she brought it out, I was like, fucking hell! And I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, I think I genuinely did say like, what was that? And she was like, oh, it's got a little umbrella thing, like. And she's like,
it's like barbed.
Yeah, and I was like, you should have explained that prior. That is what you should have said before you put it in my penis. You should have probably explained that this is going to hurt a lot. It's not just like, because I thought it was just cotton wool. I thought it was like a little swab, ear swab.
Oh, right. It doesn't go in a little bit either. It goes in a.
Oh, they get
amount.
it
Like, for me, it was pretty much in my spine.
Oh, it was my whole dick, all the way up.
Oh, all the way through, yeah.
Pretty much on my stomach.
Oh, I remember why there was more than one person. They had to find a nurse with smaller hands to hold it.
Better get a child in.
That would have helped. Sorry, sometimes I say things that I know they're horrendous for people to listen to, and that's what makes me really happy.
Yeah.
You don't want to be aroused during that kind of test. I don't mean these things, but the expression that I can imagine on their faces listening to it is enough to make me smile. But yeah, I had that nice test. We get the lucky end of it as well. We get the good side of it, really.
What do you mean?
Like, women's versions of that kind of stuff, so much worse. Like,
Yeah.
women have to go for, like, regular smear tests. Like, is it after 25 they become... Is it annual or biannual?
I think it's after 30. I don't know.
I think it's earlier than that now.
I think it is. I think it is now. Recently.
It
Yeah,
changed with... I'm sure it changed with Jade Goody.
Yeah, it was her that changed it. Remember when she was a horrible person?
Yeah,
And then she was a good person.
Because she was dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really annoyed me. Whenever someone brings up Jay Goody, I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going to lie, I don't care. She was a pretty shitty human being. I know she then did some good, but so did Jimmy Savile, so...
He did loads of good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did loads of good. He was doing it at the same time, though, which is nice. And
Yeah.
I
suppose everyone should have
I don't know the comparison between Jade Goody and Jimmy Savile's fair.
Yeah, it's not the same. She was a bit of a racist and he was a mass sexual offender. Yeah.
Similar, though. Very similar.
But yeah, I just don't... Yeah, whatever.
I think women...
She did do a lot of good for the cervical cancer thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, women, they have to... I don't know how often
It's
they
so
go.
much more invasive, man. Like,
It is.
I can check my shit when I'm just doing anything.
But it's not comparable, but I'm just putting it in there. We have to go for prostate exams.
Yeah, so...
It's not comparable, but I'm just saying.
It's not even close.
I don't know why I brought it up. I just felt
Putting a finger in your ass is all right in comparison to what is very invasive.
Yeah, but women get things in there all the time.
That is true.
I don't put things in my bum now. I don't put things in my bum. I was going to say that much. At all. I don't put things in my bum at all. Things come out. Nothing goes in. So...
It basically feels the same, but in reverse. It's like you're shitting upwards. And you know how good a shit feels.
I don't think that's what it feels like.
It's like a shit with knuckles. It's a reverse shit with knuckles.
Talk dirty to me.
And a fingernail.
Oh.
Although some of my shits do have fingernails in them.
Same.
They don't really. I don't bite my nails, but if I did, they'd be in there.
Yeah.
But I do think women have got a much worse end of the stick.
Yeah, way worse.
Well worse.
Everything. Everything's worse for them.
Because a smear test is not miles away from that umbrella thing that we get. Very rarely. And only when we know we need to get it. Not just every year. Or...
I think a smear test is... I don't know. A smear test is worse.
We could really do with a woman here to answer. Like,
Someone...
to speak on.
It might have been machine. Someone explained to me how a smear test works the other week. Because they said it's not even the... Is it speculum?
That's the
separating
thing. That's
thing.
the one that goes in like this and then... Like
yeah,
that.
they said that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But it's not like the worst thing. They said it's the... They have to like scrape...
Scrape?
Yeah, they scrape your cervix. So it's probably very...
Cervix, that's the word.
It's similar to us in that putting the thing in our dick is uncomfortable and you're like, oh, fuck. Which is probably similar to the speculum. But then the scraping is the bad bit. And it's the same for us, the scraping. But obviously, I think... I've never sat in on a
cervix is quite far up there. I mean, it is the last bit.
I assume it's longer because literally when she scraped my dick, it was like and in and out. That was literally how quick it was. It was in and out. It's done.
Yeah.
It's that quick. Whereas I think even the speculum going in, that's got to take at least 10 seconds. And I imagine
at least,
and then getting in there and doing the old that. It's not just going to be like and we're in and we're done. Like, just scraping a cervix wall, I imagine it's quite...
And then like on top of that, like all birth control and stuff that...
Yeah.
Because if they get the coil, that's on the cervix or like goes through it. So that's rough.
They don't have to pay for most of their meals.
I don't know if that's like if someone said every year you have to have your insides scraped out by a stranger, usually of the opposite gender.
Yeah.
Majority of cases.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you know what? I'll pay for my own food. And if the boat starts sinking, I'll wait on the edge with you. We'll both wave all the children and other women off. I'll just hang about.
Yeah.
Because even then, it's still a bum deal.
What else is good about being a woman? It's got to be something.
Oh, of course there is. There's loads of good stuff. I'm just saying that in comparison to what we have to go through, theirs is probably much worse.
We have a higher suicide rate.
Yeah, do have a higher suicide rate, but I think that's because of how culture has been towards men, and I think that's starting to turn.
Yeah,
and I reckon generation or two's time, things will be a lot better. Because if people of our generation are starting to change their ways, then people that are our age as children will see things a different way. Like their sons will see things a different way.
Yeah,
it won't be perfect yet, but it will be better.
Yeah.
And then their children will get a slightly better. So yeah, probably 2-3 generations and it'll be a lot better. That's what we've really summed up from all of that, isn't it? Yeah. That yes, it's horrible to have these things done to you, but it could always be worse. And that is going to be a lovely bit of inspiration for someone, I'm sure.
Yeah. I hate that thing, though.
I hate it could always be worse.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
Really annoys me.
And it could always be worse.
You could be this, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, but I'm not that, and I still feel sad.
Yeah, I'm allowed to be annoyed about that.
Yeah, true.
I'm allowed to be annoyed that the person at Starbucks messed up my drink.
I mean, that is a pretty privileged thing to have go wrong. But I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Have you done a prostate exam or had one?
I do need to get... I don't know when I have to start getting them, but my granddad died of it, so...
Oh, then you should definitely go do it.
Yeah, I'm like key demographic. Genetically. So I think my mum said someone else as well, like one of my uncles great uncles I don't know, like one of her uncles or something.
Yeah.
She said it's in the family. But I know my granddad definitely died of it.
I wonder how far it goes up.
What do you mean? The finger?
Yeah.
It goes up.
How many knuckles, though?
What? I don't fist you.
No, how many knuckles on... Your finger's got more than one knuckle.
Oh, I think they put the whole finger up. I think they go, in. I don't know what your prostate is.
I know it's in there.
Should we find out and, examine
I don't think it's that far up.
Should we examine both our prostates? No.
We got cameras.
Let's find out together.
You go to the doctor and say, I'll put a camera up there just to see if there's any issues. He's like, oh, you got a microscopic camera. Oh, no. No. The smallest we had was a GoPro, so we used that.
But don't worry, I put it in the square way.
Yeah. It was on a selfie stick so I could retrieve it. Oh, man. I said earlier that I was looking at that guy on TikTok, that Francis Bergois.
Yeah, the train guy.
That's not his real name. That Francis Bourgeois. I haven't tried saying it out loud. I've read it a lot, and that's
everyone knows who you're on about.
Yeah.
Train kid.
Yeah, and he has obviously the camera that's attached to his face.
Yeah,
like he has it just facing his face.
Yeah.
I love that he's just committed to that. Like he didn't, because that's on a wide angle as well, so it's like all egg shaped and weird.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah, but that can't be on purpose. Like, when you put the camera on his head, he could have put it as like linear or wide, but he's gone for the fisheye across his face for his reaction. Why has he chosen that?
It's funny.
He's not trying to be funny, I don't think. And
I think he is a bit. I think he knows he's humorous.
Yeah, but either he's a genius who is mega dry and this is all bullshit.
No, I think he genuinely isn't into trains.
But is he into trains and then thought, I know it'll be funny, I'm going to make my face look ridiculous?
Yes, that. That's what I think he's
done.
But
he's not addressing it at all. He's just like, this is how I look. I've never seen that angle on anyone. No one's ever done that. He's the first guy.
Why he's got famous for it.
Because
people watch his videos and go, that's funny.
It's funny that he looks like an alien.
Yeah, that's what makes it funny. And he goes, ha, ha, ha. I think he's playing up to the whole thing to be funny and make these train spotting videos informative, but also humorous.
Maybe, but he's not addressing it. So he's not like...
Why would you?
I think that he thinks that's the best angle. But I'm not sure. I don't know if the whole thing's bullshit.
Where?
There is pictures of him as a kid with train sets and stuff, so I think that he's interested in trains.
No, I don't think it's bullshit. Loads of people, there's a whole conspiracy theory that he's like faking it to get famous. And I'm like, nah, I don't think that at all. But I'm not even going to go into that. So how else would he film his face if he wasn't on the fisheye lens with a headset? There's no other way.
Wait a minute. I know what to do. I'll put my head about as far away from this. I'll put my head about as far away as it is.
Is this on
from the
fisheye?
camera. It's not on fisheye at the moment. That was going to be my example.
It's on wide angle, isn't it?
It's on something. I don't know what.
Right, go on then.
So it's probably about here. Oh, it does it anyway. Because his face is like super close.
Get closer.
It's probably about there, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can't see your mouth, see?
Yeah, so maybe you do have to do it to put your whole face in.
And he has his on a headset, like literally attached to his head, and it's just there. So, whereas you just then were about here.
Yeah, I was still further away
So he
from
would
it.
have to have some special headset with like a stick on it here, like a selfie stick attached to the headset, which doesn't exist, I don't think.
I'd love to be that excited just about anything. I don't think there's anything that I would see and then be like, oh my God, I freak out about. It could be my favourite shit in the world.
I'm really trying to scramble my brain.
Maybe it's just like really comfortable being outwardly excited. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I rarely get outwardly excited.
When good things happen, I tend to think this is probably going to go shit soon. Things are always going to get worse.
I'm enjoying this, but when is it going to get bad again?
Yeah. He's got 1.7 million followers on TikTok. That's fucking mad.
That is pretty mad.
And I don't think he did it to get famous. Because if you were trying to get famous, I don't think like TRAINSPOTTING's the route to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like it's weird that he has gained that many followers about TRAINSPOTTING. It's him as a person in it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's because
so sweet.
He's done it in a humour. He's trying to be funny, and he definitely plays up with the excitement. Do you know what I mean? Nobody gets that excited about something. I think he's playing up to it. But I think he is genuinely excited at the same time, though.
When he comes, he says, "I've arrived in the station."
What?
When he comes, he says, "I arrived in the station."
Oh, when he comes.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like when he...
No, not when he goes. I can't think of
I thought you meant when he
synonym.
walks in the station, he just goes, "I've arrived in the station." I was like,
Well, he does do that.
Probably does, yeah.
Sometimes his videos feel like they're about to carry on and then they just stop as well.
I've thought that a couple of times, yeah.
Oh, it's a really good day, but why has it stopped? I go through mixed emotions watching him.
Why?
Because the way he speaks is not of a similar background to me. He's definitely
Posh.
like middle class. Or,
Really posh.
yeah. And then that bothers me.
Yeah.
Because I don't like... But then he's so sweet with it that anytime I feel like I just want to punch him in the face, I go, but he's kind of sweet as well.
Nah, I hate posh people, posh accents. I think because they're just instantly associated with somebody who thinks they're better than me, and I'm just like,
Is that our perception of that, though?
yeah,
Or
100%, yeah.
it's got to be, innit?
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely my bias.
Yeah.
But when I hear a posh accent, instantly I'm just soft. Just, no.
It feels immediately condescending, doesn't it?
Yep.
Like, already
Yeah.
feels like you're being talked down to.
It's not even that as well. Like, sometimes it's just fucking irritating. Like, a great example is the other day when we were in the airport, in the queue right behind us, there was a kid and his dad. The kid was like maybe 10, 11. And we heard their entire fucking conversation because this kid would not shut the fuck up. And from what I could gather, the dad had escorted him to some sporting tournament where the kid played.
Yeah.
And his dad, like, just for context, right, this kid was ginger, lanky,
That's quite a description.
freckly,
That noise.
really skinny. And,
Yeah.
like, he was 10, but he was quite tall for a 10-year-old, so he's clearly going to be a tall fucking kid. I don't know what he was playing. His dad was short, fucking huge, and had the thickest, like, most German accent ever. Really deep as well. Really deep. And his dad was just, like, grilling him about how he did bad at this tournament. I was like, you need to try harder in future, in a really thick German accent. You really need to try harder in future. And then the kid was like, oh, but daddy, like, I did try hard, daddy. He kept on saying daddy over and over. Daddy, I tried really hard. Come on, daddy. I'm really tired, daddy. I was really tired then. Like, that's how he was talking.
Yeah,
It
that
was
sounds
so
infuriating.
fucking irritating. And the worst bit was that I later found, because this kid would not shut the fuck up. I found out his life story. He's from Harrogate. And I found out later on, he started saying like kind of slang things, but with the posh accent and with other posh words. The only one I can remember very vividly he was going, "Oh my days, daddy."
Oh my God.
Oh my days, daddy. Oh, I just wanted to kill this kid. I wanted to fucking murder him.
Listens to Stormzy once.
Yeah.
By accident.
But you were saying loads of things like loads of slang kind of, I don't know what you call it, like street shit. But with...
kind of, I know what you're saying, yeah.
But with the word daddy after it and other posh things. And
oh my days, daddy.
It was horrible. It was honestly awful. Me and Machine were just in this queue in silence, just like, oh, somebody kill this kid. Somebody fucking kill this kid.
It just sounds super cringy.
And in the airport, this is also in the airport, right? So our flight was delayed and we were in this really small bit of the airport. There was like 10 gates, really small waiting area. And there's a piano in it. Mm. And then these children discovered the piano, which was obviously not good. Mm. Started just like, they were just going like, bing, bong, bing, bong, 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 bing, bong, bong, like just kind of thing. And then this girl, like, kind of beelined in. I say a girl, she was a woman. She was a young woman, like 20, 25. She beelined in. The kids eventually fucked. I remember she hovered around it, and I was like, why she just like moved over to the kids and hovered around them? And then the kids fucked off, and then she went on the piano. She could play it, started playing the piano. Like, she wasn't super good, but she was fucking better than me. She was good.
Yeah.
But like every now and then she'd mess up, and then she'd start a song again, and she was doing like a few songs, going through them, and she was perfectly good. And it was a nice break from the bing bong, bing bong bong.
Yes.
And then the kids that were originally doing the bing bong came over and like watched her and were like, ah. But this one little fucking cunt of a kid just then started going like, she would be playing something and the kid just go like, bing, 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 bing.
Wow, she's doing
over. And the girl was like, she was an awkward, geeky looking girl. She was very shy. I could just see she was like a very, hello, like, and she was going to the kid like, oh yeah, like, and then she was like say it well, like, press this one, do this, like, and just like ding, 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 to get her involved.
Yeah, yeah.
She's being very nice, and this kid was going like ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Like, just would not give a fuck. And this girl would just be like, mm-hmm. And then this girl would like continue playing, and the kid like lost interest and gained interest over and over and over, to the point where eventually she would come over and this girl would be playing, and she would just go like, bang, 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 and the whole airport was just going like, oh God, fuck! I could see people everywhere just like going, whose kid is this?
Yeah,
stop it now.
Yeah, that's well annoying. So
annoying. Because it would be like, we'd all kind of like relax and this girl would just be playing a nice bit of piano and it was genuinely relaxing. And this kid would come over and just go like, burr, 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 burr.
But over the top of her playing at the same time.
While she was playing. And the girl would just go, okay, and continue. Because she was so nice.
That okay that she's doing it is like okay, where the fuck are your parents? Someone come take this kid away.
No one ever, I eventually did see the kid's parents and they were just like,
yeah, that sounds about right. Just scrolling away.
Yeah, just didn't give a fuck what the kid was doing.
I'm well into them having pianos in places like that, into train stations and airports.
Until that point.
But they should have like a little note saying like,
if you can't play, fuck off.
Yeah, or play quietly.
Maybe they should have like a lock on it. If you miss a note, it's like ding, locked out.
Or if you start playing chopsticks, it just slams your hands off, cuts them off straight away.
If you just go like, burn, just...
Or his diddle-doo-doo-doo, bang, gone. Hands are gone forever. Oh my days, daddy!
Yeah, so fuck that kid and fuck that other kid.
That's where women have it better. Because if I started hovering around some kids playing a piano, no one would assume I was about to play the piano. They would assume I was about to play them kids.
Yeah. You'd see that mother go like, oh,
get away from him.
Get him away.
He's one of them men. Ugh, they touch kids, they do.
But you would also be doing this.
That is how I play piano.
Sing me a song. I am the piano man.
Would you like to see me play the piano, child?
That TikTok you sent me is amazing. Sing me a song. I'm the banana man. That cracked me up.
Yeah, I love that. I just love that he's a banana man.
All it needs is that just perfect little clip as well. It's plenty. Because as soon as it says banana man, you're like, oh, amazing. Why is Boris Johnson on TikTok?
I don't know.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't like. Speaking of condescending with a posh accent,
Oh yeah.
just
the
what you want in
pinnacle.
your feed. I can't wait to see what they put up.
It's going to be shit.
It's going to get duetted to fuck.
Oh, I can't wait for the duets. The duets are going to be great.
Yeah,
So good.
because
Should we do one?
It's as soon as stuff starts getting posted.
I can't wait. So there's going to be loads of duets that are going to be shit, which are going to be people duetting with him and going, oh, well, he hasn't done that. Oh, no, he's lying again. Look at Boris Johnson. He's a cunt.
Yeah,
And it'll be posh people, posh political people. We don't like them.
no.
The people I can't wait for is the people that are going to like duet with him with a jar of peanut butter on the belly. Just like, Boris is trying to shit again. Look at him. Look at Boris, the fucking prick. Fuck you, Boris. And then I can't wait for the other people who are just going to duet with, because obviously 10 Downing Street as a fucking TikTok, it's going to get billions of followers, not billions, millions of followers rapid, because people are just going to follow it just to laugh at. And then you're going to get people duet it, trying to obviously just bite that train, who are going to be weird.
Yeah,
There's going to be someone who's going to duet it, like just naked in a balaclava, just like.
I mean, I've got a balaclava.
Maybe me.
I've got a balaclava, so that'll be interesting.
You should duet him, just naked, just watching it.
I love that. I would be hiding my identity whilst it says my name right above it as well.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
That's the funny part about it.
I like it when posh people do that stuff and then people rinse it. You've seen the TikTok of the guy that says, like, what does he say? Oh, I'm a maths graduate or something. He goes, and now I'm an accountant. And he's like super posh.
No, I've never
He
seen
sounds
this.
and looks a bit like Joe Lycett.
Right.
Yeah, he says
Doesn't ring
it's something
a bell.
along the lines of, I've graduated with honours and now I'm an accountant.
Cool.
And then a guy like did not a duet. Is it Stitch? I think it's Stitch that
Yeah,
goes on the
yeah.
end, isn't it? And he goes, I did drugs and I'm a builder. That's great.
Oh, that is good.
So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of that stuff happening.
Yeah.
Also, like, you can do them stitches, I think, at any point in the video that you can choose where you stitch
Where you
to.
cut it off.
Yeah. So you can pretty much cut stuff out of context of what Boris Johnson says and then just make it fit whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's a fucking stupid idea.
Who greenlit that?
I have no idea because he's not a liked person.
That's what I mean, yeah.
And they thought, let's put him on a platform.
Maybe I reckon, right, someone in a little board meeting of all those posh cunts have decided that it's a good idea because of obviously how much bad publicity he's got. Let's put him on TikTok, get the kids back.
Yeah, the youth.
They
vote.
think this is going to be good for the youth to be like, oh, Boris is on TikTok, sick.
Oh, he must be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when they go to schools and they kick a football and stuff, and they think that's them being cool.
Matt, you see Boris Johnson rugby tackle that kid.
That's one of my favourites. One of my favourite things that Boris Johnson's ever done, and genuinely, it's up there with my favourite political thing, is that photo of him on a swing.
On a swing?
Have you seen this?
I don't think so, no.
Oh my god.
Let me have a look. Get it up real quick. It'll only take 2 seconds to get it up.
Oh.
I'm already super intrigued.
It's not what you think it is. At all.
Is he? It's a photo though. It's not a video of him on a swing.
It's just a photo of him.
He seems like the kind of guy who'd be into swinging. I haven't seen the picture yet. There's just Daryl laughing out on his own. Let's see if I can get this on there.
Oh god.
Oh, I can't
Oh, just edit it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just put it in. So, there's so much to go through in this picture. So it's Boris Johnson. He's sat on a swing, and you'd think that would be enough, but he's extremely unhappy about it. It's a classic. You're 6 years old. Your mum has put you on a swing and wants to take a photo, and you're not pleased about it. You're not happy at all. He looks miserable and unhappy that it's being taken. Then there's a guy in a dinner suit behind him who's pushing him on the swing, who has the grin of a superhero who's also a paedophile.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's just like, yes, I was born to swing. And then you'd think, oh, maybe that's plenty, innit? You've got two guys in suits who are probably politicians having a great time. And then there's a little girl in the background who's clearly been kicked off the swing. And she's sat in a tunnel. And she doesn't know what to do with herself, the poor girl. Because two terrible men.
Do you know what's the best thing about it all? It's all instantly more ominous by the fact that it was taken at night.
Yeah, and it's at night.
Yeah. So it's all dark. And one of my favourite things about that image is that someone retweeted it once and said, we really are living in the League of Gentlemen.
Mate, this guy in isolation, the guy who's pushing the swing is incredible on his own.
Yeah.
If it was a picture of just him, because he's just proper, yes, I'm holding this. He's not swinging. And he's just holding the chains like he's just stopped him. His mum's behind the camera. That's his dad. Get a nice picture with him. Yeah. And that's the sister that they don't like, probably abused. She's hiding in the tunnel, away from the violence.
She's in a tunnel as well. She was just stood next to them. She's crouched, curled up in a ball in a tunnel.
She looks like she could be in danger.
Yeah,
And I'm not surprised because there are politicians stood next to her.
Yep, Boris is right there.
Yeah, he's right there. And he does look kind of mad that the photo's being taken, but also, if you put him in on his own, a little bit sexually aggressive as well,
It does, yeah. You, like, that look gives me that noise.
Yeah.
He's making that noise.
How is it that he has a face that's on TV that often and he sees that same barber? It's the person that works in the factory cutting the end, like the offcuts of mops off, isn't it? It's terrible. Oh, this guy's amazing. If his thumbs were up as well, it'd be even better.
He looks a bit Hitlerish, doesn't he?
He does look a little bit that. Yeah, I mean, this girl's probably got blonde hair, blue eyes as well. This is there's a lot to take in.
How good is that photo? Yeah.
Where are they?
I don't know.
So they saw this picture and thought, yeah, this is going to be great for social media. Let's get him on TikTok.
Yep.
Is he drunk?
Well, probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He does sound drunk, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He talks like he's got grapes in his mouth all the time. Why is it with posh people? They have really heavy cheeks. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, they sound like English bulldogs.
Like they got jowls, yeah.
Yeah. You're only posh if you've got jowls.
And can spell jowls.
I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start, if someone says, how posh were they? Oh, like they had jowls. Oh, that posh.
That could be the word for a room full of like posh people. Oh, it's full of jowls. It's a lot better than blanks.
You've seen this one as well, right?
Yeah, I've seen the one on the zip line. Yeah, everyone's seen that. When he got stuck halfway across. How is that guy running a country?
Like, how is that guy running our country?
How is that possible? It's unbelievable. Like, we don't do anything about politics whatsoever. I don't know anything. I just know that this guy's a fucking idiot.
I don't either. But
and this is regardless of policies and stuff. Just as a person is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Policies are pretty shit too, but I don't know enough about them to criticise them too much. But as a person, huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
Boris Johnson's policies and shit. I don't know enough about
right.
them.
No, I don't either.
I try not to because I think it would make me really sad.
I've seen a handful where I've been like, oh, that's a shit move.
I see how angry people get online about it and stuff. I'm like, oh, that seems like a horrible thing to be interested in. Seems really sad and angering. I'll ignore that's happening.
Same.
And then people go, well, you could vote for change. And then I didn't do that at the recent one either.
No, I didn't either.
I don't really understand what that one is. Because it's not the vote for new Prime Minister, is it? It's local. Is it local election or something?
Yeah, but...
Because every time we get the local election...
I'm really wheezy from how much I just laughed. Sorry. No, so your local election affects chairs in the House of Parliament. The more chairs a party has, the more power they have. So if you vote Labour for your local... if you vote Labour for your local party, that means if they win, then their chair... They'll get a chair. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So when stuff goes to the vote, if you've got like 500 people and it goes to the vote, if you've got 300 of them that are Labour, they're going to just poo everything that the Tories have to put out.
Exactly.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
They can always win a majority because their party's in there. Well, that seems like a stupid system, doesn't it? Surely it should be an equal balance of people from different backgrounds fighting for different things to then decide on. Because when we vote for stuff like, say, Brexit, that's everyone voting on it from all different backgrounds. So all
Yeah,
have
but
different
everyone
interests.
votes on who they want in their local thing.
Yeah, but last time I got one of them little notes through, the guy literally looked like a pedo.
Yeah, mine did as well, actually.
And then super recently, loads of people were coming out as him as well.
Yeah, but you're saying this right, but then...
I know not all politicians are pedos, I'm not saying that.
No, but...
Just most of them.
Are you interested in politics?
Not enough. Not
To be a politician?
Oh, no.
This is what I'm saying. So we're leaving all the politics... Like, we, and most people I know, are leaving the politics up to people who want to be politicians, so we just vote for them. And you're saying, like, they're all... There's not many from different backgrounds and stuff like that, and you're right. But it's because the people that want to do it are normally from a certain background. Daddy, those people.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely in, oh, my days, daddy. Definitely that situation.
Yeah. Did you see that Prince Charles called the Queen Mummy in his speech?
Isn't she like 90 odd?
He's 70, mate. He's 72, 73, and he called her Mummy. I think he said something like, I hope you're proud of me, Mummy. Something like that.
How did he say it? Because I would say that to be funny.
He wasn't being funny.
Like, there was definitely a time like,
Was not.
look at me now, Mummy. Are you proud of me, Mummy?
It wasn't that. It was heartfelt, genuine. He was trying to pull on our heartstrings, and I was going, oh. But everyone went, fucking virgin.
Probably because he says mother all the time.
Yeah.
Probably because he says mother, and he thought,
Yeah.
oh, what did the common people say?
They say mummy, right?
They say mummy, yes, let's go with mummy, yes. Are you proud of me, Mummy? No, you're 70 years old. Get the fuck out my house. Move out.
Yeah.
You're not going to be king. Piss off. Man, look, if the kids misbehave and I say, right, you're just not going to go on your tablet tomorrow. Imagine being able to say, you will never be king if you don't tidy your room.
Yeah.
His room must be spotless. His behaviour will be impeccable. Every time he messes up. Use your fork or you won't be king.
I want to be king.
I will be king.
You know what's dead shit? He's at a point where he could die any day now, and then he won't be king. It's only dead shit for him. I don't give a shit, obviously. But
That would be partly amusing that his whole
Yeah.
adult life has been aiming towards one thing and then
Yeah.
doesn't make it that far.
You'd be gutted, wouldn't you?
You'd be gutted if the queen just goes, now I'll give it to one of the younger ones.
No, but she can't if she dies.
If she dies and doesn't abdicate?
Yeah, she can
What's the word?
She abdicate. She can abdicate whenever she wants, and then. But then I don't think she can dictate who gets the throne after her.
Can she not?
I don't think so. It's automatic.
Oh, yeah.
I think once you abdicate, you lose the right to do anything.
It's only like when there's sexism in play that it does that. Like if they have two daughters who are older and then they have a younger son, then the son used to
It's
get
the eldest son, yeah.
Because is that how... This is a fucking weird tangent. Henry VIII's son was like 9, 10, 11. Very, very young when he became king.
Don't know.
But he had older sisters, I think. I don't know.
Fuck if I know.
No.
I don't give a shit about the royal family.
No. Nor do I.
Couldn't care less. Don't care how much money they bring in. Bunch
No.
of fucking pedos.
Yeah.
Pedo lizards.
They're either pedos or they're pedo cover-uppers.
I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah.
We know that's a fact now. It's great to know that's a fact.
Yeah. We got...
It's always been a vibe, hasn't it? There's always been a vibe of him saying mummy and then us going, oh, it's a bit of pedo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mummy. You're a 70-year-old man saying mummy.
But now one of them actually is.
Yeah.
Like, good amount of evidence as well.
Yeah.
No matter how much you go to Pizza Express and don't sweat.
Now we just need to find out if they killed Diana.
Yeah. But they definitely, there's something in there.
It's not. It's sus.
Yeah. It's a little
Yeah.
convenient, isn't it? It's all a little, oh, that makes things a little easier for you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, the one that everyone fucking loved.
Yeah.
The nation's sweet, I don't know what they called her. They called her something, didn't they?
Yeah,
Oh, the People's Princess? The
People's Princess, yeah.
something like that, yeah. She was like a princess from a Disney film. And then everyone loved her, thought she was amazing.
They didn't like it.
It's actually a really sad story.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Really sad what happened to her. And as in like when she was as part of that whole system, being locked in that house all the time and
Yeah.
like Rapunzel. Except for without the long hair and a violent death in a
have
car
sex with
accident. Yuck. On that note.
On the note of the royal family is disgusting. It's a good way to finish, yeah.
Both as people and to look at.
They are horrible to look at.
I'm so glad we're in a time where you can say this stuff and not get beheaded. It's awesome.
Next episode. Me and you get beheaded.
I love that. It just like starts on your face and then pans over to me. I've got no head.
Whoa! What happened here?
I did a whoopsie. First beheading in 100 years.
Turns out the Queen watches Shook ones.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Bye.